Big move alert! Investors pivot from gold to Bitcoin after the introduction of spot Bitcoin ETFs. Billions flow into Bitcoin ETFs while gold ETFs see significant outflows. Stay tuned as we explore the shifting dynamics in the investment landscape. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. And we're starting off with Bitcoin is currently in the final correction before God candle to a new all-time high. We are so close, folks. So a few years ago, I was having dinner with a group of investors from commodities, particularly gold, silver, copper, etc. One of them was known to made millions from gold. The gold millionaire guy had such firm conviction that Bitcoin will go to zero and he will only register to a crypto exchange so he can short it to zero. I was the only crypto person on the table. They were making me clown on the table. I cried during dinner. I never forgot this. And we had a $10,000 bet. Winner gets to choose a charity of choice. As he bets Bitcoin goes to zero, I bet Bitcoins go to new all-time high. It's obvious who's winning at this point, and I don't think he will honor his bet, but I am a woman of my word and I will still choose the charity of my choice and donate on behalf of him. And that's a true intention right there. Data as of February for Bitcoin. So 17.6% approximately Bitcoin are lost based on estimation so far, and it's like a lost treasure. Funds, ETF is gearing up their bags, and if individuals holding don't sell their bags, then where would buy Bitcoin from? Miners, yeah, still 714,000. After that, what? Just think. And there we go, the Bitcoin ownership distribution according to February 2024, and here we could see the miners 714,000 Bitcoin, Satoshi's 1.1 million never will be touched, as well as lost Bitcoins by estimation 3.7 million still won't be touched, so we are losing, like, as we could see, 4.8 million, and already how much more would be lost. We could understand that there way more would be lost. Also 81.7 million to 130 million individuals, which is 12, they're holding 12 million Bitcoins, and most of them still continue to hold. Businesses hold around 758,000 Bitcoins. Funds, ETFs, 818,000 Bitcoins, continuing purchasing more and more and more. Governments, 565,000, and possibly after ETFs, they're gonna purchase more as well. And just 1.3 or around 1.4 million Bitcoins still to be mined, which will be gone pretty soon as well. Also, 5.5 trillion sits in state pension funds, as I want to unlock that for Bitcoin, $5.5 trillion, so you could understand. Next up, today 900 Bitcoin are mined per day. In just 4 years and 52 days, this number falls 225 Bitcoins. The demand will be much higher, and yet only 25% of today's supply will be mined. This is of course not priced, and in 52 days, it will be just 450, so you can understand. There's not much time left. There's a green path that Bitcoin is following. You will regularly encounter fear until you reach the green check mark. Once there, euphoria will be served, often echoing a phrase like 2025 is the year, we are far from the top, 2 times from here. Prepare for this information now to handle it later. I've experienced it at last green check mark. I understand how loud that noise can be. Also, the 50,000 Bitcoin, I would estimate downside risk is 25,000 and upside potential is 500,000 next 12 months. So at these prices, that's 0.5x downside and 10x upside. 20-to-1 reward to risk makes Bitcoin the most asymmetric opportunity in the market. There's nothing like it. Altcoin market cap is still on the right track. Patience is all that I required, and we just have to wait until Bitcoin reaches its previous all-time high and breaks it, and we are going to see the altcoin bull run right there, but it might take some time. Bitcoin held by funds is now the highest it's even been and ever been, even higher than the peak of 2021. Also, Bitcoin ETF inflows overshadow gold ETFs as Bitcoin to eclipse gold market cap. Since the introduction of new spot Bitcoin ETFs, which were partially touted as a modern alternative to gold investment, there has been a significant shift in investor behavior. While billions flowed into Bitcoin since their launch on January 11th, a substantial amount of money has exited gold ETFs, as Bitcoin ETFs overshadow gold ETFs, and the top two gold ETFs by assets under management, SPDR Gold Shares and iShares Gold Trust, have witnessed net inflows, as gold starting 2024 was $58 billion in AUM and IAU was $26 billion, have both experienced this trend, as the outflows from gold ETFs intensified following the introduction of the 10 spot Bitcoin ETFs. As the Bitcoin ETFs have attracted massive inflows, and with the two largest accumulating nearly $10 billion in assets under management just over a month after their launch. And in the last week, from February 18th to February 23rd, spot Bitcoin ETFs registered a $777 million inflows, despite the significant outflows later in the week. Whilst the gold ETFs recorded a $608 million net inflows, further adding to the massive outflows year to date. However, this doesn't necessarily imply a direct migration of funds from gold to Bitcoin. During the period from January 11th to February 14th, investors withdrew approximately $2.6 billion from GLD and about $507 million from IAU. And this stands in stark contrast to the previous year when both funds experienced solid inflows. As out of the 14 gold ETFs analyzed on the ETF.com, 11 have observed net inflows since the beginning of the year, and moreover, since the beginning of the year, gold ETFs have registered massive outflows of $3.6 billion according to ETF.com. And the two leading new spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock's IBET and Fidelity's FBTC, excluding Grayscale's GBTC, which already existed as a closed-end fund, and have collectively amassed nearly $10 billion in assets under management since their debut in January. So when factoring in outflows from GBTC, the spot ETFs as a whole have seen over $5 billion in net inflows. So will Bitcoin eclipse gold's market cap? Crypto analysts are optimistic about Bitcoin's performance in the future, as they expect it to eclipse the gold market cap, mirroring the approach towards silver. And the spot Bitcoin ETF issuers Fidelity's director of global macro, Jurian Timer, has projected a massive expansion in the Bitcoin market cap. Timer envisions it to reach a remarkable $6 trillion, which is a quarter of the value of the monetary gold market. And in his analysis, Timer draws a comparison between the segment of gold used for monetary purposes, estimated at 40% of the total above ground gold reserves, and the potential market capitalization of Bitcoin. And he pointed out that the monetary gold, excluding its use in jewelry or industries, is presently valued at approximately $6 trillion. Hence, if the Bitcoin price surges as the crypto attains a $6 trillion market valuation, and it would be a significant milestone in comparison to monetary gold. As meanwhile, the renowned Bitcoin analyst Plan B recognizes for his stock-to-flow model for Bitcoin has put forth a bold forecast concerning the future price trajectory of Bitcoin. And according to Plan B's recent analysis, he anticipates a substantial surge in Bitcoin's value over the coming years, drawing parallels with gold. And currently, he notes that 1 Bitcoin is equivalent to 26 ounces of gold, valuing an ounce of gold at $2,000. So looking forward to 2024-2025, Plan B predicts a remarkable uptick in Bitcoin's price to around 100 gold ounces, translating to 200,000. Furthermore, Plan B envisions Bitcoin climbing to 35 gold ounces and approximately 70,000 by 2024, and soaring to 300 gold ounces by 2025, or $600,000. This indicates a Bitcoin market cap of $12 trillion, much closer to gold's market valuation of over $13 trillion. So that's all the information I wanted to talk about on Bitcoin today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.